Oh, yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to Void Prime Episode 7, Squatter's Rights. Where we last left off, the guys had been staying at... I'm going to get this right. It was Isabella was the name of the station. And it was a Union spaceport where they spoke with a reporter who was interested in talking to Dax about the incident involving Exterminator taking friendly fire. And then they got a job offer from a lawyer representing a client that has gone unidentified. Oh, the words on my shirt. Okay. So this is a shirt. I'm sorry. I totally forgot I was wearing this. One day we were driving back from 4th of July. We were stuck in traffic, and my son Ever was very young at the time. I want to say he was 4 or 5, and he's sitting in the backseat of the car, and he just goes, "The worst I ever seen, the worst I ever seen. Hi ho, the Dario, this machine makes snakes."
This machine makes snakes. I forgot about that.
And then suddenly I made a t-shirt of that, and it was just the best ever. And then for his birthday this year, we took Ever quotes and all of us wore them on new shirts that we made. So this one's mine.
That's fun.
Isn't amongst your children ever always been like the data mine of like
the
most random thoughts ever? Like, isn't he the one who saw the goat who sees both sides? Like,
he said the goat who sees both sides. And then one day he walked in a room and just said, "Nobody explode," and he left.
Nice.
No reason. And then one day he walked in holding a Nerf axe and just said out of the blue, "Defeat."
So yeah, that'll be right for me.
Nothing else.
Get of mine that's good for that.
That's fantastic.
There's your answer. So they got the job offer, upon which Helios and 09. 09, you got an incoming message. If you choose to answer the call, you do not recognize the number, but it does say priority, and it says Representative Euro Attack.
I suppose I answer the call.
09W12?
Hello.
It's very nice to speak with you. 09, my name is Alex Carrera. I'm a collector for Eurotech, and you are currently 2 days late in your latest installment of pay for your life rights.
Oh, I apologize.
Your current credit is 2,200 credits.
On what date was that due?
That was due 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Noted. I apologize.
No apology necessary. We've added an additional fee for the late. Just take care of your payment.
Where may this payment be made? Because I am currently off-site.
I've sent a link in this attachment. If you wire the credits from your account to this link, that should be fine.
Straight to a Nigerian prince.
Oh, look, everyone can see my character. Wonderful. Go away. Oh.
It's the Social Security.
It won't go away. It won't go away.
It won't go the away.
It won't.
The top right, there's a little like window thing you have to hit.
Oh, I was hitting that many times.
Oh, okay.
It just wouldn't load. There we go. Now it
Imagine that. Roll 20 3 days later, still not responding.
Still not working. So I go to, I have the credits. I wire him 2,020 credits.
2,200.
I wire him 2,200 credits.
Thank you very much. Your next payment will be due in 2 weeks.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And with that, the call ends. You overheard all of that, Helios. You are with O9 right now as you guys are moving through, trying to double check on potential upgrades for the onboard computer on the Bogart. That was the last thing you guys had left the ship for. The ship is still currently docked at Isabella, the spaceport. And then around this time, you hear that call. And you heard all of it.
Glad I got that settled.
Hey, hound you like that often?
Normally I am better about paying. Well, okay. That may have been a lie. Normally I'm not great at paying, but this time I had the credits.
How much more do you owe? You stuck in that for a while yet? How many more payments you got?
At this pay rate, approximately 102 years. Interest is compounded.
About that, buddy. We gotta do something about that. That's just this whole thing.
This
is not going to work long term for anybody. Well, it'll work for them. I guess that's the point.
Finances life rights.
I was purchased at a buy here, pay here.
he's gone to the check and go.
I'm at the JD Bywriter of bot sales.
Check in the cash, baby. We
right.
buy gold.
we buy gold.
Oh god!
I just
You guys get a payout of 1-800 cents for kids.
Those commercials suck, man.
Wait, there needs to totally be like the what is it, the Sally Struthers like commercials like for 95 like
You can
tokens
sponsor a
you
simp.
can
Sponsor a
sponsor a simp.
Since just eating bolts.
You can
Just eating.
go get a,
Look
go get
hungry.
a hologram
Look
of
really
your
hungry.
I am
Hey,
hungry.
hey,
I am
since-
hunger.
Since eating bolts is anti-robot propaganda, everybody knows since don't eat bolts. That's specious.
That's
Yeah, they eat
cannibalism.
washers. I forgot.
That's cannibalism.
Canon. It's canon. Everybody calls them bolt eaters, and they get very offended.
We get very mad.
All right.
Well,
I hate the thought
hopefully
you
he
pay
knows.
anything to those soulless bastards. It's just not right.
Well, I mean, they did create me.
Yeah, but I'm not paying my parents for the rest of my life. I mean,
Why
sort
not?
of, but not like financially anymore.
Really? Why would not you pay your parents?
Well, I mean, I do in like different ways. I mean, admittedly, I did pay them back for some stuff they helped me with a while ago, but that was a while ago.
Oh,
I think Mom forgave me. Anyways,
I wonder if Eurotech would forgive me.
see, you can't really have that kind of personal relationship with a corporation. Even if the law says they're a person, no, they ain't.
Corporate identities are a tricky one.
Only because they want you to think they are. They ain't people. You, O9, you are a person. Eurotech, they're just a bunch of assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to thank anybody, we should figure out the mechanic who actually built you. If there's anybody to thank, you thank him, not the company.
That would be
Or her,
interesting.
you know. Or
Do you
it,
think
you
it
know.
was just one person, or was it an assembly line? I just see a great machine shop
It might have been.
turning out millions of 09W what number.
Then maybe we go. I mean, I don't know this. Like maybe we go a little bit back. I guess. Like I would. If you were like a starfighter, I would idolize the guy who designed you. You know, rather than every single one.
Much like the prototype. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
As you spend your thoughts on this, O9, you instantly do know you were created in a factory, and it's very easy to check your information, your about settings for your system.
Oh, yes.
You were designed by Ryan O'Keefe, and the premier software has its origins to Avery Smythe.
So he gets a 23andMe thing where he can find out where all of his like different code came from.
Save changes. See, that's the problem. If you write in your character sheet while it's outside of the window, you get that. You have to close it, open it, and open it again, and move it. Okay. Thanks, Ryan O'Queef.
Yep.
Yep. No, close. So close.
He would be the premier engineer that's responsible for your frame and a lot of your hardware.
Okay. Oh, actually, I have the information right here. I never looked.
You check your personal computer datapad, and there's been a change. You have a notification about the beacon that you've left on a subroutine to track in case anything changes, and it gives you a notification.
All right.
The beacon has changed its message.
Is it no longer a distress signal?
You check it, and it queues up to the
Thank you, Air Laser.
following.
Thank you, Air Laser, for this
Fantastic.
sub.
20
Thank you for the sub, Air Laser.
Thank you.
29 months. That's dedication right there.
29 months.
It's pretty fantastic.
You get sound. It is heavily degraded and coming through warped. I can't hear, but I can read chat. Oh. So, through static and broken links and roboting out, like a bad cell phone connection, lost Arlie down. And then it repeats again.
Hey, 09. You know that signal I told you about?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's not just like a distress signal anymore. I'm getting like actual audio. It's patchy, but maybe when we get settled down back in the ship, we can take a look at it, see if we can maybe figure something out. Maybe we can get a little bit more of this message. Because I don't know what they're trying to say, but it sounds. I don't know if we could find a way to get out. I know it's a ways away, but it doesn't sound. Whatever this person's sounds like they're in distress.
Of course. Of course.
Thanks.
Yes.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Anyways.
Spicy Mike must be squatting again. He is. He's very busy. So, you guys do not end up... 09, you're not really satisfied with the options available at the tech station. Currently, you could upgrade based on what they have here for the Bogart, but you are aware that there were better upgrades available back at the mining colony, just because it happened to have some better tech available there for the Bogart before you actually got involved with the Bogart. So you're willing to gamble that any next location down the line will have better options than what's available here.
Okay. Well, Helios, if you want me to take a look at that signal, we can go back to the ship now if you like.
Yeah. Everything up here is jacked up prices because of the location of the spaceport.
Yes. They have a monopoly for sure.
Not much else out here.
Where's Timothy? What is this background? He's on a couch.
I am. I'm up in well, sort of Michigan. Michiana. A mix of Michigan and Indiana, it sounds like.
That's where they start calling you Fibs.
Yeah, that's exactly this place.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys return to the ship. It is You guys spent the better part of the day trying to track down the stuff in this spaceport, which has got a fairly large promenade, and all the other guys got wrapped up in a bunch of nonsense. You are all woken up by a commotion the next morning as you hear the tail end of like, "Oh man, that was great!" And as you guys hear, there's something going on in the mess the next morning around 9 a.m. You slept in more than you wanted to, Helios.
What in the void is going on? I'm gonna pull up on comms real quick before I step out and see if I can get. Oh my god, our pilot buddy, squid friend, whose name I have written down right here. Wit. I'm gonna try and get Wit on the comm real quick and see if he's awake. Wit, you up? Sounds like somebody's in the ship.
Yeah, that's the viewing party.
What?
It's the viewing party. Exterminator show. We're watching it.
Oh.
It's great.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just didn't expect people. All right, I'll be right down.
Yeah. See you there.
Viewing party? I'll get dressed.
You show up, and when you walk down the hallway, you can see Exterminator is just now shutting down what looks like a call and re-entering the mess hall. You can see the guys are watching Exterminator on the TV with knives shredding through bugs in the middle of a Panacorp pod as all the locals are armed with guns taking down bugs. The locals are armed with TMC guns.
Oh, yes. Nothing but the best.
The dynamite.
Nice. What am I looking at? It's like your latest ad?
Oh, no, this is actually the show.
Oh!
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know, just watching bugs get blown apart reminds me of other stuff, I guess.
I mean, it's more than just bugs exploding. There's like kids saving. There's like a church thing involved.
You see a young La Shunta with greenish skin and her hair tied up into what looks like facsimiles of her own antenna. So it appears she has more than just the two. And she is in a torn Panacorp uniform, and that she's ripped partially down, and she runs up to Exterminator on camera and goes, "We wouldn't have made it without you. What are you called?" He's like, "I am what I do." And then it rolls credits.
Oh, this is the, yeah, you said you filmed the thing, right? So this is that?
Oh, yeah, this is definitely dangerous alien life form encounters.
Nice.
At this point, you get a ding notification on your pad, Exterminator.
Ding.
And and now in your account, you have a pay of 4,000 credits, 2,000 for each episode.
Oh, shit.
Nice. So, when's the next episode of Dale?
Well, I think they come out in pairs, so maybe in a couple seconds here.
Oh, it's going to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow it is. Now, I'm pretty sure you got this on demand, though, so you can probably go back and watch it if you want it.
Oh, you guys absolutely can. And right now, it's trending.
Holy shit, guys, I got paid. It's happening.
Well, I gotta say, Exterminator, news of your apparent death right before the launch of your show probably worked out pretty well for you, I'm going to say.
Yep, not gonna lie, Dax, you hooked me up.
I told you this would all work out. I don't know why you guys ever doubted me.
So did you get approached to do that, or was that just something you ad-libbed in the moment?
Wait, you do I look like a guy with a plan?
Okay, fair enough. Oh man.
Everybody knows the magic is always right there in the moment. Well, it's important that we catch everything as we do it.
Yeah, I mean, so long as the cameras weren't rolling a few minutes back, you know?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, everybody knows that, here in the mess hall is a lot like, the head, like you can't put cameras in there. That's
No.
That's off limits. Everybody knows that.
Mm.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
of which, where's Mike?
At the head.
Yeah, I heard explosions in the back. It's probably,
All right.
He's having another flare up.
Yeah, he's saving the world in there, I'm sure.
deadly bomber. Yeah.
At least this time I ain't got to worry about him falling into a bug hole and having to save him.
I mean, the thing is, though, I know he doesn't know how to use his personal computer, so what's he doing there while he's sitting there all the time? Like, what is he doing?
That's a really good question.
That's excellent.
Maybe that's why he keeps asking for paper and pens all the time.
He's got nothing else to do but poke at it. You think he would have figured it out? I've seen a baby figure these things out.
Based on his stories, I'd guess he spends the first 20, 30 minutes just making sure there ain't goblins down that hole.
Well, after what happened to him the other day, I mean, his belief in that is now reinforced. So,
Do you hear a yell from down the hallway? Oh, I just finished the episode. Oh, that's so good, Exterminator. that's some good stuff. I like it. Hey, do you still talk to that the green girl?
All the time.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Mike, you're the shit.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Oh.
Oh, man, I'm so pumped. We got that other thing to do, though, don't we?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a job, sort of.
yeah.
It's a little scarce on details. I mean, I don't. It's
Okay. What details do you have?
well,
09, you're welcome to be here if you choose to.
Oh, okay.
So an unknown benefactor
I walk to the mess hall.
wants us to go
Nine?
clear out a what's the word I'm looking for? It ain't a warehouse, but
I don't know. It sounded like a research lab to me.
right. Yeah, it was like a research lab, I think. But I don't know, they're claiming to have ownership of this thing, but it's kind of dubious if you ask me. So, there's a lot of questions about squatters and if they have rights to be there, and I don't know. I was kind of trying to get proof out of him that he's got ownership of this place,
And
but
you couldn't get it?
it was sketchy at best.
It's riddled with bugs, from what I understand.
Riddled
That's the
with
primary reason we're going.
So wait. So not only are people trying to live in it, but there's also bugs?
Yeah.
Is it on the station here?
No.
No.
It's
We was
Planet side.
leaving to go planet side.
Back to all right.
I mean, it was going to pay pretty well.
How much?
We kind of do need the credits.
That's a very good question.
If I remember right, it was several tactical knives worth of credits.
I think it was
If you guys actually don't remember,
I don't
anybody can roll intelligence, and I can.
I will
I
abstain
cannot.
since I was not in there.
What was weeks for us?
Oh, it's
Please do tell.
good old Bocharuni. Yeah. Wow, that's a good
I
start, guys.
probably remember because money's important to me.
Dax.
I mean, it was like 4,000, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yes,
I mean,
it was definitely
It
4,000.
just came through the account, so I.
Dax, as you recall during the conversation, it started off at one price point, but then Spicy Mike ended up negotiating it higher. and it ended out at 30,000.
30,000. Or, as I remember, 5 tactical knives.
I could use the credits. I just had to make another payment today. I am running quite
What
low.
are you paying on?
My freedom.
You got to pay for that?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes.
horseshit.
2,000 credits every 2 weeks.
So, are you got some sort of synth diabetes?
Oh, no, it's to pay off me leaving my job.
Oh, so like
him
anti-severance pay.
Yeah, him deciding to have a life, he's got to pay for that.
Well, yes. See,
Did you ever consider maybe
Like
getting
we all do,
offline
yeah.
on camera?
Oh, I'm good at that.
getting offline.
Yeah, I mean,
like where I
people don't
burn
pay
you up
bills.
in a hallway where you open doors after I tell you not to.
Oh, I would not like that. I saw what you did to that. No, please do not do that to me.
Where you open doors after I tell you not to. Jesus. It's so harsh.
Yeah,
That is how that went down.
That looked
Hard
quite
lessons.
painful. Yes. I have not considered that, no.
More painful than a couple thousand credits every couple weeks. I mean,
Well, you killed that thing. Yes, that is quite painful.
yeah, I mean,
You just have to make something that looks like you, right?
Oh, you
got
mean
a call
to
coming
fake
in,
my own
Dax.
death?
That's what I
That's what
mean.
they're getting at, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dax, you
I
have a call
not
coming
considered
in.
That.
oh, hold on, I got a call. What is it? I hit my little polypod. What?
The call before you hit the button is requesting a secure line.
I hit the secure line.
So
Dark
secure line, the
secrets.
difference is for secure line is basically like whether it goes to an earpiece or whether it's sort of broadcast for everybody to hear.
Okay.
Hey, it's Sven. We are all ready to wrap up the ad campaign, but we're going to need another 6,000.
You're going to need 6,000 for the ad campaign?
Yeah. Yeah, we've already got in the bag the Ya tote with anti-theft batter taser. That's in the can. It's currently edited. We haven't aired it yet. With the next 6,000, you're all paid up. We'll be able to do this kitchen table yum yum security pod.
Oh, well. All right. I think I'll have that in let's say a few hours, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe a day.
Are there any specific notes you want me or Lars to do?
Oh, man, specific notes. I had thought about.
Like, how did you like the last one? Were you happy with that?
Well, wait, what was the last one again?
That was the armchair where I
right,
mentioned
yes.
like how he fits, I fit.
I was a little disappointed with the lack of arms in the armchair.
Oh,
I thought maybe I
okay.
misread the fine print. I thought it was an armed chair.
No, it is. It is. You know what? Actually, we can step that up a little bit.
Because I wanted you know how like chairs have like remote holsters.
Yeah.
Well, see,
yes.
I wanted holsters.
Okay.
All them fine Zapco products. You know, because you never know when a bug's gonna just come right up through your toilet. You know, so
Okay.
you got to be armed all the
Do
time.
you want us to do a toilet ad?
I think you should. I think it's done well.
I'll run that past our writers. Do you want us to drop the kitchen table piece and just swap it for a toilet?
Absolutely.
What do you want to call it?
Man, I don't know. I'm usually not the one that does the naming on these things. I'm just a spokesperson. But
Okay.
you got somebody in R&D there who wants to slap a catchy title on it in the marketing thing. But if I was gonna make a toilet, I would definitely at least start with using the name Throne in there somewhere.
Throne. Got it. Got it. Okay.
Like then you could about defending your throne.
Sure. Sure. Well, we'll get right on that, and we'll bounce some stuff around when we got some stuff ready. We'll send it your way, and thanks. I really appreciate you putting your trust in us.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. Anytime.
And the call ends.
Everything good?
Wow, got the clue what he's talking about.
Perfect.
But that's how Zapco works sometimes. They're cryptic. I mean, I do enough of these promo ads and spots that sometimes I forget what I'm doing most of the time, but I know how to do good product placement. And I know what sells. Me.
Oh, yeah. All right, so let's, I forgot the other part that we got to tell you. Looks like 09 might be kind of sleep mode in it right now, but, yeah, apparently, was it the brother of the late pilot, or captain, is making claims on the Bogart?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was something about that, too. But,
We're supposed to take it back to him.
Hey, Whit, you know if Captain had a will or anything?
I found out about it, and I told the guys yesterday. You were off the ship at the time. I'm really sorry I didn't bring you up to speed on that. I was planning to go over the details with you guys, but the short version right now is I haven't spoken to him since I spoke to him yesterday for the first time. It's the first time I've met the man, and we have a week to deliver the Bogart to Gramano. He was very perfunctory in the call. He just seems to be trying to wrap up. It's what you would expect. He doesn't sound like he has any specific plans that he has detailed to me yet. So,
maybe I'm a little sketchy of how this all works, but like, Captain died on the Bogart, and we land at a port, and within a day, we're contacted by next of kin. Like, I don't remember. Did we even contact anyone about this?
No, we turned in our killer, the captain's killer, to the authorities here. So no, it wouldn't.
Well, I announced the passing of the captain.
Oh, you did?
Just to register with the union. So she is officially. It seemed like that's just standard protocol.
Yeah, and we turned in her killer to the authorities, so they would have reached out to the family too. So it's probably legit. So we got a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck! I need a ship.
Yeah, we need the cash.
I need cash, and I need to get towards the inner core of the system at some point soon.
Yeah, what's taking you that way?
Creepy distress call, but I kind of need to check it out.
Well, that sounds more urgent than squatters on where we were heading, but 30 grand is 30 grand.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, it's for somebody who probably should be dead. If the call sign is legit, which it might not be, could just be someone trying to get me out in the middle of nowhere. And having some resources before jumping out into the middle of the void would probably be a good idea. It sounds like a lot of you guys have some pressing payments, so to speak, coming up. So,
yeah. The 09, what we were just bringing you up to speed on was apparently next of kin, the captains, wants the ship. Supposed to bring it in. Got a week.
I can understand that.
So
Will
we
you
gotta
be
score
willing
some
to
cash
sell?
in a hurry. I don't know.
Oh. So you want to use the ship for while we have it to make as much coin as possible?
It makes sense to me.
we got to give it up. We could at least maybe buy something new.
And was the next of kin on that spaceport that we're at?
No, he's planet side on Gramano.
Yeah, we got to drop it off there.
Then
And,
perhaps he could pay for the repairs we just completed.
I mean, I was
mean-
thinking that.
Technically, I guess the captain's estate would pay for it since it was incurred during the
During her
attack
watch.
of her ship and her murder.
Yes. Okay. Well,
I'm keeping a log of any changes from here on out that we have to make.
I mean, the ship is nice, but... Helios, what about your friend?
I want to help my friend, but I don't want to get us all stranded in the middle of nowhere and then us have to drop off a ship and be creditless on Germano. So
Here's the good news. Romano is between us and Zarasek's where the mission is. So we can hit him right back.
and as I recall, a little bit past Zarasek, just past the ice belt, was about where I think you had helped. Around that same area, you had got this signal for me. Which, 09, if you could, I mean, the signal's changed, the message is different. Maybe the location has updated too. But I remember last you checked, it was somewhere around the ice belt.
Yes,
I'm
if I
gonna
recall.
slide over my communicator to him again so he could take a look at the call. Yeah, I got some message yesterday. I didn't really have time to talk about it, and we're trying to get the ship up to speed, but was just a distress signal before, just using an old channel back from the war days. But I don't know. No one I know who would know to use that channel should still be around walking. But there's a few people who might say that about me, so what do I know?
Well, let me run this through my audio analyzers and see what I can come up with. Perhaps I can clean up the signal.
Let's go, computers, check.
Beepo, beepo, beep, beepo.
712.
The DC is 19.
Enhance.
I spend 2 luck.
Oh wait, do you have your little
Okay.
+5 DC change to things, or does that not apply to this roll?
Technically, I am not identifying a creature or a technology.
Mhm.
That would be kind of cheeky, so that is
Yeah.
not added.
Yeah.
I am sorry, Helios.
It's
The
okay.
audio
We'll
is
just have
quite
to-
corrupted.
It was. We can go off of what we knew before, which was I just pulled up some of my journal here. We
You managed to break part of it, but not cleaning all of it. What you get is you get lost our star Charlie 9 oun.
I don't know what
I
that
am
means.
sorry.
It's
We
okay.
can make a. We don't have a history, do we?
I don't think we do.
We have a
think
culture,
it's like
but that doesn't really fit.
Yeah, it'd be culture. It would be culture.
This is going to be just a straight intelligence roll for you, Helios.
Straight intelligence. Well, that's awesome. That means it's a D20.
Woo!
It's not. I don't. It couldn't use culture. No. All right.
You can't use culture on this one.
All right. Well, it's an 8.
You recognize that Lost Star is Helios Squadron code.
Ah.
You don't know what the rest of the message is meant to mean, but this is like a military code implying some sort of hidden message
No, you.
with the rest of the words.
No, you did good. You did good, 09. Actually, this tells me more. It's not just someone who knows to use the channel. It's someone who also knows the lingo.
Oh,
It
well, that's
seems-
good.
I just. Still, Without knowing more of the message, I'm not sure what they're trying to say, but it sounds like some of the old. We had certain terms of phrase we would use, particularly when we were behind enemy lines out when using comms. So, no offense, the AIs wouldn't know what we were trying to say to one another.
09, you can try again at a higher DC, but if you try again, you run the risk of potentially scrapping part of the message.
Let's say this. Maybe instead of trying to figure out what he was trying to say, is this signal still coming? Last time we'd pegged it, you told me somewhere out of the orbit of, and I'm going to butcher this, Thakorotaka?
Thakorotaka.
Thakorotaka.
Is that where I said it was?
The
Oh,
Vesk.
there it is. Yes.
The Vesk homeworld.
Yes, I see it. I can try to trace route again.
Donkey punch your mama.
Just,
Would you prefer this to be engineering or computers for a trace route?
Let's say computers.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll tell you, take whichever one you would prefer to try.
Okay.
Because I can see a rationale either way.
I have one more dot in computers. I shall do that.
Well, Malice, you should just get No Man's Sky and then name all the planets you want.
That's true. I forgot about
I
that.
rolled a 30,
Ooh. Oh my god.
and that wasn't
right.
a natural 20.
one off.
It's crazy.
You ping that the signal is now in the mid-ring. It's on mid-ring side of the ice belt, not inner ring. And it seems to be in orbit around Zarasek.
It's moved.
It has moved.
And you said this job's at Zarasek? Dax?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
It's it's a similar orbit. The ping is a similar orbital distance that like Zerbic is, but it is not at Zerbic.
Okay.
Well, how
It's
do
in
you
the path of Zerbic.
how do you fellas feel about this? Are we going Zarasek proper, the core planet, or one of its moons for this job?
Or planet.
More planet, yeah.
It's an ugly planet.
How do you feel
It's a
about
bug
past-
planet.
Oh.
Well, hey, back to another one. At least we know what we're getting into, I guess. But how do you feel about maybe doing a pass by these coordinates on our way to planet side?
I'm cool with it.
Fine with that.
See what's out there.
Levi,
And then we'll hopefully make a little money.
storm,
What's up?
with that roll, would it be possible for me to translate the distance and time that the message took to transmit and plot his movement and coordinates to know
I
his
got you.
possible orbit speed around the planet?
Extrapolation.
Yeah. I
Based
watched
on
The
where-
Expanse too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quit pulling some Expanse stuff on me. It's like every single time Alex would walk in the room, it's like, okay. And then he throws up all these maps and is doing all this like math and trig. And I'm like, shit, here we go. All right. With that,
From the previous.
I will draw something for you because, yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah, he's got 2 points now to work with.
So, you managed to deduce that the ping began here. Did that dot appear outside of Nema Station?
Yeah, just to the
Oh,
what
It's
was
yellowish green. Yeah.
east.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. And
I'm
then
sorry. Yes.
it passed to somewhere here. And then from all the data regarding the signals that you've been analyzing, there was a change in its vector to here. Oh my god!
Hey,
Oh,
thanks for the
man.
follow. I
Wow.
appreciate it.
Bionic.
Hey, thanks,
What
guys.
just happened?
Look at these guys.
Thanks,
I
everybody.
think we got
Hell
rated,
yeah.
and it did not tell us.
It didn't tell us. That's amazing. Well,
Hey.
hello. Welcome.
Well,
Glad to have
hi.
you.
Hello.
I wonder if
We are human. Okay, good.
This is the non-rating rating, right? This is probably from that
Could
Discord
be.
channel. Hell yeah. Well,
It's
thank
possible.
you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you for
everybody.
the follow.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. That's right. I knew it. I remember you guys. Much appreciated.
So you, hi, we're playing Starfinder. What's up? So the signal makes that path. You know you are missing the third dimension. So that is in essence like a flat plane that could be any sense of depth from there, but that's generally where the change occurs.
Perfect. Plotting course.
09, you are a wizard. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right. Well, that puts us in the right area then. So now the question is, do we want to go to a toxic waste dump, possibly evict some people who may or may not be appropriate people for that building, and kill some bugs? Oh, and also there's a radioactive awfulness in the atmosphere. It's going to scramble signals and all kinds of good stuff.
Oh,
Zarasek has a thick atmosphere. It is hot. It's not Venus insane melting everything hot. It's uncomfortable hot. And in addition to radioactive energy wells or energy pockets that are beneath the surface that bleed up, it has both a toxic and corrosive atmosphere. And the majority of life form on Zarasek that can survive there is as dangerous as the atmosphere itself, in that it is toxic and corrosive.
Fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a good time.
Overwatch. Meh, I've played Overwatch.
Well, I mean, I guess you could at least say that the pay will hopefully match the job.
Yeah, it sounded like he was trying us out, seeing us on the show apparently, but then wanted to trial run us through something
Well,
or a bigger job.
I mean, I'm all for taking the job, and I'm not gonna lie. Or I could use the creds, but let's not maybe roll it in and just blast this place if it is full of just some people trying to live. We can maybe find some way to not kill them. Kill the bugs, sure, but figure out some other solution if he's got squatters in there rather than... I'm not for just going in there and gunning people down who are just trying to find shelter, particularly on that goddamn planet.
Yeah, we pulled up some info on the place, and it looked way bigger than it should be. It's real remote, too. Like, Zarasek is a hellhole. You don't want to be too far from, dedicated supplies and infrastructure, but these guys are off the grid.
Every colony on Zarasek, of which there's a handful of them, but the majority of them are Ahsoki because only Ahsoki want to try to live there. There are multiple attempts to use Zarasek to study it for scientific innovation, but most of them end up failing because it's just too difficult to maintain equipment without the planet destroying it slowly. So, it's all Ahsoki settlements. There are 4 spaceports. One of which is a Planetary Union spaceport. One's a Rentaro, one's a Panacorp spaceport, and one is an Ahsoki-run spaceport.
Just specifically, Spicy Mike, who's not here, his anus is in this all over the place.
Yeah, my anus is here in the basement.
I'm in the loft.
Stars without number. This is Starfinder, which is Pathfinder making a sci-fi game right around the time that 5e came out.
Mm-hmm.
It's Pathfinder in space.
It's Space Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And then what's super cool is if you like Pathfinder, the back end of the book for Starfinder has things that make it convertible with Pathfinder.
Yeah. I feel like it was the first where they started to convert to how they were on Pathfinder 2 now, right? Where they use the round system for action, standard action, full round action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started switching it back. It looks like our bot's busted. I'll have to get the real YouTube link. Oh no.
Levi, would I be able to, seeing as we might be without a ship soon, something large enough to get the bunch of us around? Could I maybe ballpark how much something like that might cost us? Like, I assume we're probably not going to get a deal to ship at the size of the Bogart, but I assume 30,000 credits probably won't get us the whole way.
No.
Yeah.
The trouble with credits is the game is cagey as to trying to make credits the same economy as build points for ships.
That's right. I forgot there was that.
They're really weird about that because they don't want to have a conversion rating, because then theoretically it would mess with... it could be like game breaky.
Right.
Except that a ship is in essence going to be a small ship is going to start at like 30,000 credits, something like that.
Okay.
So the Bogart might run upwards of like 200.
Thanks for the bits.
Right, I was kind of
Thanks for the
thinking
bits.
somewhere in the
It's
60s.
very kind. Thank you, Mongolian Jeff.
I think
Okay.
it's Jeef. Like
That's a
beef.
Jeef,
Only
dude.
Oh,
It's a J, so
Mongolian
it's a-
Jeef.
it's a play on the
Oh,
GIF
yeah.
wars, I believe.
Either do that, or we figure out a way to just gather so many build points that 09 Dax can build us a ship.
Or build points that would compensate for the cost of the Bogart.
Ah, I see what you were getting at. Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Look, I
So-
just need to know how many tactical knives that is. That's
Yeah.
all. It's
I think it's at least 6.
Yeah.
which
At
is
least
what we're about to get paid, right?
It's a
what
magic
we're about
number.
to get paid
Yeah.
is enough for an entry level starship that we could all cram into. It sounds like the
Nope.
starship version
Nope.
of Mildred.
No,
Nope.
you would not be
right
able
on
to.
the outside.
Nope.
No, for around 30,000, you guys essentially have something that is
We have the
going to be
shuttle.
a single driver ship. It's going to be like a shuttle that can hold one or
One person.
two people with
Got it.
no gear.
Got it. It is purely
Let's
for
see.
transportation.
So kind of like that time we had to go to the game store in Terre Haute and we had to shove Tuttle in the trunk.
Yes.
Yes.
That is
Yep.
what we have to do. to
Yeah,
get
we did
around.
that. We put
Yeah.
we put a man in a trunk.
So to
And
get
then
something
drove
more
to the
by
game store.
to get something more of what we would want to be looking for, similar to the Bogart, we need to do this job and jobs like it at this price point. What, like 5 times, essentially?
Fuck. Well, let's hope this pays better than we think.
Hey, maybe they're squatting on a ship out there too. They could just lose. Mm.
Thank you,
There you
Bionic
go.
Thief.
Hey, we appreciate you guys.
Thanks for swinging by, everybody.
Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, let's plot a course and get this breakfast in us.
Oh yeah.
You guys have a lovely breakfast, as it was scrapped together from actually real food, not out of a package, from Planetary Union Station Isabella, supplies that remain from when you guys stopped. And you guys are en route.
That's right.
Amazing.
Start prepping all the Zepco gear, getting things ready because we is about to go live.
You guys leave
Actually, I
Rablin.
think we're not allowed to put it on live, were we? I thought that was like one of the conditions we couldn't.
One of the
broadcast it.
Yep, one of the
Yeah.
conditions of the contract is this is to remain covert. And as a kicker, you were informed of a potential secondary location where you could broadcast from if you wanted the footage, and they supplied you information about why that might be more profitable.
Shoot.
Right.
Sounds shadier all the time.
It is.
See, I don't remember that being more profitable. I thought that was like a lesser pay.
Well, no, they weren't paying you for that. They were just giving you the information that nearby there's a location that they have pinged for you.
More profitable in the way we
We're-
can do 2 jobs while we're here instead of
I see.
one.
We got
Yeah,
one
yeah.
job for them that they'll pay us for, and the other one's just if you want to get your kicks on for your own little project or your show. Your killertainment.
You guys pass the glass belt, and you are now outside Grimano. It's been a total of 3 days of flight. And you guys are making jumps to speed things along. So, actually, no, that's not how the jump drives work. I'm sorry. And they are specifically called something other than jump drives, and I forgot what they're called. Hold on. It says...
It's like gate goers.
Yeah. It's on the Bogart. It's not her power core. Her drift. That's what it is. Drift.
Ah, drift. We drift.
Yes.
We Tokyo this thing, yes.
Yes.
So-
It's the drift engine, I see.
Yes.
It's all about.
So Wit sets a course for the drift engine. Once you guys are safely outside of any orbital path and no traffic, you drift and you are outside of Zarasek.
All right. Well,
It's been a total a day's travel.
Well,
Oh wait, so it's not been 3 days, it's been 1 day?
Been 1 day because I'm dumb and drift engines exist. So ships are basically able to gate.
we're not,
However, not every shift has a drift. No, not every shift. Not every ship has a drift engine. It's something you have to choose to install.
All right, so we got some time on our hands.
Good freaking roll. Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Damn.
I am a
is
pharmacy
going-
over here. Holy crap.
Dax is going to spend some time in front of a mirror working on his slogan pitches for the new Iron Throne, or whatever this toilet's going to be. He's just practicing some lines.
All right, remember, if you need to breathe, you might need to pack some extra gear.
You will potentially pass the location, if you choose to, of the signal before you enter Zarasek's atmosphere.
Yes, I figure we would do that before landing.
I thought we were intentionally doing that. So
Yeah,
Okay, just checking.
even
Yes,
if it was
yes, we
slightly
want-
out of the way.
we definitely want to do that first, yeah.
You cruise in.
And I will definitely get in the cockpit as we get close.
As you get close, you come upon a small field of debris that is now maintaining an orbit. As you pull up to it, you can see it looks like garbage.
Hey, Whit, you mind just parking the Bogart here? I think I might take a step outside for a better look.
Yeah, your call. It's fine.
Yeah, thanks. Let's keep an eye on me out there. And
Do you want me to get everybody?
Hmm?
Do you want me to get a hold of everybody?
yeah, just give everybody a heads up. I'm stepping out.
Helios is taking a walk, everybody. We came upon a field of debris. It looks like maybe garbage. Bags, a lot of random objects. Not very big. Smaller than a ship.
Or if he wants any of us with him.
Well, I mean, I'll get on the comm. If you guys want to join me out there, anybody is welcome, but didn't want to volunteer anybody. But welcome to join me. I'll wait for you to suit up.
Well, if it ain't going to be a problem.
No, I'm not.
Not
Frankly, I'm-
suspecting any issues, right? I mean,
I'll be honest. If someone's trying to lure me out here for nefarious purposes, there could be a bomb in that debris thinking I'm going to come check it out, because they'd be right. But I'm
Is
hoping
there any
not.
kind of signal you can give that maybe somebody who's on the up and up, they'll come on out.
Yeah, let me try something. Do I know any kind of like old like flashlight Morse code type of signal I could like flash out towards that?
Yes.
So if anyone wants to join me, they can. But once we actually step outside the airlock and I'm like out in the void of space where that type of thing would be easier to see a little bit away from the ship, I will.
That code is specifically referred to as McCarthy Code.
Right.
It was innovated by Stephen McCarthy back in the day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, always got to have a failsafe just in case all of the technology fails.
I will join you if that is okay, Helios.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Frankly, if there is a booby trap out there, you'd be the one to disarm it for me.
Oh,
So
I hope there's not.
yeah, me too. All right. Well, anybody wants to come on out? Come on along.
The vacuum of space.
Oh, this whole thing.
I wouldn't mind, but I do think somebody should be on the guns while somebody is out there.
He wouldn't
All right, I don't
mind,
know about
but corporate has it in his contract. He can't take unnecessary risk.
that. Well, honestly, I'd rather have him on the
Whole
gun
career.
that way after seeing his shooting in that space.
You
Scrapping
float out, and the stuff, though in orbit, is not at an insane speed. So before you go, Wit pulls off a respectable piloting check and maintains speed with the junk. So as you jump out, it'll be as if it is stationary.
Right, we're moving at the same. Right,
Yes.
that old trick.
As you leap out, and it's flight for you in essence, right, with your spell?
Yes, I have just innately, which this is a level 1 ability for being this type of mystic.
So crazy.
I can walk the void.
Right.
Where are you? Walking.
Do you pass that on to someone else as well?
No, this is mean. But what I can do, they have to figure out themselves. But if anybody gets a little bit disoriented, I have the cantrip realign specifically for zero gravity environments, where I can magically realign a disoriented creature while floating in zero gravity to remove the off kilter condition
Okay.
and help keep them from spinning out of control, I guess. But I
So-
can't give them movement.
Okay.
I have jump jets.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well,
I
in
will
that
just-
event,
I will slowly pulse my jump jets to propel me
our
back direction.
two space-bound characters float out to the assorted garbage. You guys find about 5 bags and a number of containers, and it looks like it's all just the remnants of what once held supplies. But the signal, is pinging from one of the bags.
And just to be sure, as we get within 60 feet of it, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
You detect magic. There is a faint magical pulse coming from that same bag that the signal's coming from. And let's see, do you detect auras? You can't determine other magic sources.
While you're looking that up, Dex, you might want to run the sensors, see if there's anyone else here with us.
Spell, magic item, or other effect, and or caster level of the effect. Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception, you got it.
And I'm going to base that off, like, what you're going to get there.
I also have in this one, I don't know if it's relevant, there's mysticism as a skill as well.
I will take mysticism if you want. Go ahead and look at your perception check. And
My
if your
perception is
mysticism,
definitely way better because I'm the whole
Well,
pilot thing. So I'll take
yeah. Okay, so
19.
you have 3. What is it? Your 3 ranks, 3 plus
Yes.
1.
Yes,
So you have
and
a
then
plus 10.
I have a plus 10 in perception. I have a plus 8 in mysticism because I'm getting I get an additional plus in perception from my theme, which was Ace Pilot gets
Okay.
part of my bonuses.
So, you pick up that this signal is coming from a magic item, and that magic item is fueled by transmutation, necromancy, and enchantment. Are schools of magic still a thing? Am I making that up?
They are.
they're
No,
still
they
there.
are.
Okay, good.
much hard.
Even though this is all sci-fi, having dug into it myself, I'm sure it's been the same for Dustin. The magic is still very much like just
It's
magic.
Magic is
I want to make sure
not
I'm not.
changed.
Not very
Good.
different at all. There's a few.
They rename things. Is all they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's called what it is. They rename things.
I think I see the bag we want out of that bunch of junk, but it is. I don't know. I'm still kind of getting used to this. There's some.
Dex is on scanners, just looking for life forms.
Hey, Dax. I'm picking up some type of magical aura around this stuff, and I don't really know my P's and Q's on the whole arcane. I think you know a little bit about it. If something's got both, like kind of like the necromancy.
Yeah, hold on. You would not even know what you're looking at. That's right.
No, I wouldn't.
What you see is it is leaking black ink energy waves. It also is radiating an aura that is completely spherical, and that spherical aura slowly changes from blue to violet to green, and as that perfect sphere changes colors, it grows facets and turns into a polyhedron, and then the number of facets keeps changing, and then eventually it becomes wobbly, and then it cycles again. And then the next thing you see coming off of it is a variety of colored vapors. And the strongest of all of those is the spherical polyhedronical aura.
So, I don't know much about what I'm looking at, but in my experience, when there's a lot of colors, it's bad. There's also black, and I remember not liking black last time I saw that.
Does it got a pattern to it?
Yeah, there's some geometry, like a poly thing, with the multiple sides.
Okay, yeah, I'm following you.
That one's
That one's
definitely
really visible.
the one he's describing. Sounds like transmutation magic, because the nature of the aura of transmutation magic it is slowly forever changing. The black could be necromancy. The black could be evocation, depending upon its source. It could also be conjuration.
Okay, well, so my advice is to can you see the object in question?
Yeah, it's in I see a bag that it's in.
It's in a bag. Good. That's good. The last thing you want to do is touch this thing directly.
Okay, I can avoid doing that.
So just grab the whole bag and we'll bring it on board the ship where we can get a better look at it.
All right.
I don't think you want to open the bag up out there.
Okay, so I'm going to drift a bit closer, and I'm going to...
Are you sure you want to bring it onto the ship?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
just bring
Thinking
it
the
closer
same.
to,
I
Maybe
can
you can get
send you
closer
a
to
link
just-
of my visual cortex, and you guys can have it on your screens if you prefer.
Yeah, but if this thing is of a magical nature, this isn't like a piece of technology. It's going to take some time to really figure it out. It's nothing we can do outside of the ship here. It's going to take some time and some experimentation probably to fully realize what this thing does. It's not quite an exact science.
Might be worth take a look first though to make sure it's not filled with stuff, bugs.
let's just-
Microbes.
I agree. We'll examine it a little bit
Bombs.
closer here before we pull it up. So here, I'm going to drift a bit closer, just keep an eye on me 09. And once I get within about... How close do I have to get for this? 25 plus 5 feet. So about 30 feet, I will psychokinetic hand to
Nice.
gingerly open the bag and try to pull the contents out of it slightly just to see them like drift out to see what's in it.
What drifts out is legitimately garbage, refuse, various parts of animals like somebody had eaten, but cooked, containers for food, bottles for water, a lot of what look like IV bags, the kind of things that a lot of packaged space products are dealt with because they don't take up space for storage. And then you find a bloody jumpsuit and some boots, and then another 2 jumpsuits that are also bloody. And the second jumpsuit, it's coming from the jumpsuit.
Looking about all this now, seeing the jumpsuits come out of the bag, would I be able, I know we don't have investigation, I guess, would it just be a perception check to try and look at this wreckage? Like, is it just like flying garbage that got caught in the gravity well of the planet, or is this potentially like the wreckage of a ship that is like pieces of it from destroyed somewhere else and this drifted here? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Either option could be possible. It's tough to see.
So
Either option is possible. You don't know if this was ejected from a ship. You don't know if this is part of wreckage. The one thing that does stick in your head, I'll give you this given that you rolled high. I would have taken that more as an intelligence check.
Oh,
as opposed to perception.
Sure. Right. That makes
or
sense.
Investigation. But given that you rolled really, really high anyway, here's how I'm going to seed it. It's more like if this was wreckage from a ship that is in orbit, there would be way more wreckage.
I was still questioning how it got here from where it was. I mean, there's not a drift engine attached to any of this stuff. It couldn't have possibly floated that quickly across the ring. Like, it had to have made a jump here and been dumped, right?
They're starting to slowly pull and float kind of in the mass.
Are all the jumpsuits of the same type, like multiple copies of the same jumpsuit, or they are different?
They're slightly different colors, but you don't see any insignias on them beyond one is Panacorp made, and the other 2 seem to be generic TMC tech issued jumpsuits. They have cuts and bullet wounds, and the one that is the most damaged is the one that has the signal coming from it.
Then I will, using the second hand, I'll isolate that jumpsuit from the others and kind of pull it a little bit further away so that
Okay.
when I can do take a better look at it.
Okay. You can tell that the signal is radiating from an interior pocket in the leg and appears to be stuck inside of it.
Have you isolated it yet?
Yeah, I got it right here. I'm just...
What
sorry,
are you seeing?
It's something in the leg. Let me go ahead and just slowly pull out what's in here. I'm just thinking to myself, why the heck would this thing turn on now? What happened here? What's going on?
Maybe
You
it's
recognize
been running
that
the whole
jumpsuit?
time.
That's what is it too bloody and like kind of damaged to recognize? You said they just look like there's no insignia, right? They're just it's just a flight suit.
Yeah, it's just a flight suit.
No.
You know the make of it, but you don't know. It doesn't list a ship. It doesn't list to whom it belonged.
No, just looks like
one is a dead blue, a very drab looking denim color. One is a dark gray, and one is a light gray.
no affiliation on anything. No call signs. No flight insignias. Nothing. It's just. But in this leg pocket, I'm going to try and pull out, if I can get a grip on it with my psychokinetic hand, the actual device that's sending out the signal that's giving off the magical aura and
When you
take it out of the suit.
when you look in, you see a wad of what looks like wax, maybe about the size of a golf ball, but it's not smooth.
Okay, so
And it's this little like ball of weird textured whatever it is that's giving off the magical aura and
does it
Yep.
does it look like bug junk? Like the stuff their hives are made out of, you know, that goopy stuff we saw back there in that last hole?
You're looking at it, and something is not bug junk, because bug junk tends to be very shiny and either slimy or almost like touching glass. But it has a resinous quality to it. Hold on. Let me see. I'm pulling up the wrong thing here.
All right, well, I mean,
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what in the void I'm even looking at.
Give me a culture roll.
Me or anybody?
It's got to be anybody that's looking at it. So if you guys are all looking at a feed, then you can check it out.
yeah. Well,
Give it a shot.
I'm a cultured individual at a smooth 10.
I have an 18.
18.
I have no culture.
Exterminator, this could not be more perfect.
Okay.
Amongst your many jobs in the past,
I see.
you have stocked vending machines with this shit. This is Onaki Cocoa Yum Yum Balls. It is a chewable coconut starburst-like paste that is kind of like gum, but it does eventually degrade. It's very sticky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the object itself. That's a yum yum ball.
She's saying
It's coconut.
saying it's in the yum yum ball.
Yeah, I think they shoved it inside the cream filling.
Keep digging.
Leaving the yum yum ball where it is for just a quick second. Can I float the suit over and I want to take a look at it? Does it look like where they stashed this thing in the suit, they were trying to intentionally hide it in a way that this stuff would make it sticky enough to put
That
something
tracks.
that you normally
makes sense.
place it in? All right.
That makes sense.
I have never tried to pick at something sticky with my invisible hand before, but there's a first time for everything. Let's see if I can even do this.
And
How
then
do you
you
typically
guys
open a yum yum ball?
Well,
you,
it's
see, yeah. Well,
One.
and then as you describe it,
3.
you see the telekinetic hand kind of crushes it and peels it apart like this, like pulling at it,
I can't.
and
feel
it starts to piece itself apart, and that's when you notice it appears to be a red glass bead that is affixed to a tiny pocket comm.
Oh, hey.
And a pocket comm is only big enough, really, to put out some kind of a simple repeated signal. It can only accept calls when they're very, very close by, and they usually need some sort of external power supply or an integrated power supply from a suit. This little comm was probably yanked off some other piece of equipment, but the glass bead doesn't make any sense, guys. And the glass bead is the source of all the magic auras.
Well, I think.
Oh, thanks, Rio.
yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
Rio's D&D's the best. I like it.
It's a little bit.
okay.
I don't know what I'm staring at, but I think whatever that red thing is how I got this message half the system away.
Yeah, it must be some kind of like amplifier or battery or something.
Well, I mean, it's awful tiny, right?
Is that big enough to blow up the ship? I don't really know my magic.
Well, you'd be amazed the amount of evocation you can pack into something that size. Some of them patterns look like they could be evocation. Also could be necromancy. A little hard to
Well,
tell.
you haven't actually detected magic to look at it.
I'll just go off
Dax.
what he described to me.
Yeah, based on what he described, you haven't personally seen to know.
That's why I don't know what it is. That's what I'm saying. It
Right.
could be evocation, could be necromancy. It's a
If
little
you
hard
feel
to tell.
comfortable, I could put this thing within 60 feet of the ship's viewport. If you want to take a look at it yourself, Dax.
I mean, all right.
We'll fly it on over so he's close to the Bogart's viewport. Get within 60
Give me a roll perception, Dax.
Perception. You know, I'm good at that sort of thing.
This time you are.
18.
You are.
Woo!
Dax, that's definitely a strong transmutation presence. There is a
Oh yeah, definitely.
secondary presence of necromancy, and then a minor presence of enchantment.
Okay, well, good news, guys. It's not evocation. It's not likely going to blow up. The bad news is, it's definitely necromancy.
Well, here's the
It
thing
is.
about why that might not necessarily be a danger. If this is a message from who it's supposed to be a message from, that person's dead. Or those people, whoever it's from, as far as I know.
Dead man's switch.
Maybe.
Void hole suck.
There's a lot of people could have been. My old squadron had 12 members.
I'd say at least at this point, it's safe to go ahead and bring it on and board if we want to do more work with it.
If you guys are comfortable with it, yeah.
It's definitely not going to explode.
Maybe we could see about, I don't know if you work with magic much, 09, but
I mean, I don't
taking this
think
thing apart.
I don't think that we have
Take
to
a
worry
look.
about anything summoning out of it either at this point, but it's hard to say.
I mean, it was inside of a candy, so if there was some critter, it would have eaten that for sure.
I just meant, like, I was just thinking, like, if this thing is gonna, you know, I don't think we have to worry about it opening like a doorway. That's what I'm saying. You know, like a doorway to like somewhere. I don't
Yeah,
think
bring it on. I'm fine with it.
Helios,
Yeah.
why is there cooked meat in this trash bag?
Well, and as
Can-
09 says that, Helios has a look on his face as if something just occurred to him. Is the cooked meat in this trash bag partially consumed?
Yes.
I'm gonna gather up some of the meat and bring it inside.
Okay.
I think I know what you're getting at.
I've lived like this, and it just occurred to me that maybe I'm not the only person who has.
You've lived in a trash bag in space?
Well, I've eaten out of a trash bag in space. I wasn't living in it. I was just there.
Hmm.
But yeah. So really, I kind of had. I started with meat, and then I figured out how to make the pills, and that was better than trying to eat frozen at 0 Kelvin meat. So that's kind of how I persisted
Chippy
from then
Pete?
on out.
Helios, I'm
Maybe
sorry
have a
we
little-
did not find your friend.
That's okay. If there's not a body floating here, then that's, I guess, a start.
You said there was a
Okay.
message, right? Was it a recording, you think, or was it a live talker?
No, it was a repeated recording.
Okay.
Using some old lingo from.
Hey,
from
does
Squad.
the message come clear now that I'm close to it? Can I actually grab
Yes.
the comm?
Yes.
And
Once you make contact with it, you're getting a pure feed, not interrupted. It says, Lost Star, Blue Charlie, 9 down. Helios. Lost Star means pilot marooned. Blue Charlie is the call sign for Genesis Jenny Lopez, a member of your squadron. 9 down is a call sign for... It's a nickname for Zarasek, as in the 9th circle of hell down.
Okay.
So wait.
So Jenny Genesis. What was her last name?
Lopez.
Lopez, thank you so much.
Now, didn't we say that the atmosphere of Zarzek blocked a lot of communications?
Yeah.
It's
Perhaps
pretty
she
sometimes.
planted this out here with the message of you to go to the 9th. Sorry, that's fucking metagaming. I apologize. Shut your damn mouth, 09.
He's so mean to himself.
That was
You're
fucking
gonna get
stupid.
sued by the old Facebook. You know.
Yeah. I just metagamed. I apologize.
That's
Yeah.
okay, man.
I apologize.
I'm still trying to figure out how this stuff got out here from where it was at.
Yeah, it drifted through the ice belt to here.
That's just fast drifting.
No, probably a
Well,
ship and
or
somebody
if it-
dumping evidence.
I mean,
Either that, or if
that's-
it's like,
that's- how many thousands of miles?
let's get
Without a
inside.
drift engine?
And then 09, I'm not good at math, but in the time. Okay, hold on. I want you to clock me for a second, okay?
Flogs himself with a cat. 09.
And
Oh, nine.
I'm
yes,
just
very
gonna,
nice.
for a sustained period for a second, as 09 clocks me, I'm just gonna fly at as fast as I can, which is 30 feet. And so I'm just trying for you to get a sense of if I kept going at this pace for the time in which you got the first signal to now, if I could have covered that distance. I don't really think about length. I just know, like, I gotta go that direction because I had my compass and I would do it. And I kind of lost track of time.
Pocket
Actually.
calculator. Well, that
You-
times perfectly with the music.
Of course it does. As this is simple math and you're a machine, from the point where the new vector occurs, this would have floated in a degrading orbit over the course of a day. But from the previous direction, from the original signal, to get from there to there, it would have taken upwards of 3 or 4 days.
Which technically could be true because
It was about that amount of
we
time,
stayed
right?
on the station to get the boat got repaired.
Right. And I got the first signal.
And maybe my space time doesn't feel right in my head, but are you suggesting they literally hitchhiked from one planet to another?
I'm suggesting they'd have done what I've done. I don't always hitchhike, but if you know where some of the main drift lanes are, you can manage. You hop in. Someone doesn't really think to check certain ports, particularly the bathroom exhausts.
Give me a reflex save Helios.
Oh, shit.
Turns out it was an evocation the whole time.
Wow. All right.
Actually, no, sorry. Make that 09. Because 09's actually touching it, I think.
Right, yeah.
Awesome poo.
Oh, crap.
I got this thing called
Sludge.
a reflex save, and do I push it? I do.
Oh no!
Clint's botching from Thursday night continues.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
ouch.
Somebody uncurse his digital dice. You got one of those on the...
We'll give you an honorary one.
As you're touching this and getting the signal from it, the glass bead detaches from the comm and attaches to your frame.
Oh, shit.
You gain 10 temporary hit points.
Man, that sucks.
Sus.
And then you start getting sound waves entering your processor, and then they filter through a number of languages till they land upon a binary code. Greetings. I need you to help me. My acolyte is imprisoned, as am I. Help us, and I will help you.
Hello.
Greetings.
I am 09.
I have many names. You may call me Yuri.
Where is your acolyte?
My acolyte is imprisoned. They are aboard a ship. I do not know where the ship is. It works very hard to remain hidden. It is a prison ship. I do not know where they are going. I am caged here too. My acolyte attempted to free me, and they took her away. This is new. What are you?
I am 09.
Automaton? You are one of these created men, yes?
Yes. Yes, I am.
New is interesting. What do I sound like to you?
Well, you don't sound. You are... You are speaking. You exist. You do not sound. I do not hear your voice. I understand your voice.
That is delightful.
Your
I am
acolyte.
here with you. Yes?
Your acolyte on the ship. Where were they first captured?
Attempting to free me, planet side.
On this planet?
A rock floating very close to your star. I do not know what they call it. We were inside of some sort of large metal building. I was tested, cut, and caged. And then I reached out and she listened.
Well, how long have you been caged?
I am very old. Time is difficult for me to keep track of. Not that long, but I don't like being caged at all. I am patient. I'll find a way out. This is my progress. You are my next step. Thank you, 09. You are very helpful.
Yes. Hopefully we have an excellent working relationship, Uri.
09, this is Will.
Hello.
There is a presence in here that is attempting to share my avenues.
Can you block it?
I shall attempt to. It is very clever. It's learning very quickly.
I'm sorry. I don't think I was supposed to touch this.
Give me a computer check. You have a +2 because Will agrees and is trying to help you.
Okay. Go Gadget, don't botch. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
23.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have managed to sequester our most sophisticated and delicate systems away from him.
Ooh.
Currently, he can only communicate with you. However, I feel he is not done. That tickles. I did not know you were not alone. Who is Will?
Ah, Will. He is the one that granted me life.
Oh, well then he is very special and I will respect Will. I'm so sorry, Will. You are very... thank you for your sorry. You're very kind. Not a problem. Manners are very important.
Fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, starting to drift a little sideways there, 09. You everything okay?
I touched the bead.
Oh,
You see the bead is stuck to the middle of his palm.
Oh.
how's that going for you?
Is it magnetic?
Sure looks it.
I am confused, but I have a being talking to me. He is attempting to override my systems. I am blocking him for now.
Oh,
Things are not going well.
Okay.
I am nervous.
Sure. Yeah. That's natural. Naturally nervous. Okay. We're just gonna how attached to that hand are you?
Oh. I am not.
Okay. So we got one option.
Okay.
That's one.
Actually, technically you are, but yeah.
Max looks over to Exterminator and he's like, how can he be nervous if he ain't got no nerves?
Practice makes perfect, man.
Someone called Uri has contacted me and requested me to go towards the star and free him from his cage, and also his acolyte who has been taken prisoner on a ship.
Uri?
Acolyte?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see no ships on the scanner.
Ask him something for me, will you? Wait,
Yes.
sorry, actually I don't even know. Did
Right around this time, as you recheck the scanner, you are seeing a couple of ships, but these ships are very much in very commonly used shipping lanes right now. Both appear to be leaving Gran territory on a shipping route that could likely be Grimano or Rablin, but definitely not Zarazek.
I mean, definitely nothing heading this way.
Oh, no. He was captured at the star.
At the star.
Okay.
Yes, a small rock at the star, and he's being held prison in a metal cage where they're experimenting on him. He reached out, and an acolyte came to aid him, but he was taken prisoner and taken
Isn't that
onto a
where
ship that is hiding very stealthily and traveling in a direction that he does not know.
Is that where you said the battle took place?
It did. And we had a station that was nearby in the orbit of the star, kind of hidden because it was so close to it. So we were bringing the initial deserters from...
Hey, zombie decoy.
Word acolyte mean anything to
Your
you?
big ass hammer is pretty awesome, zombie. I'm proud of you. That's gorgeous stuff, man.
Did
It's
only 09 hear that full radio message, or did that get transmitted to all of us?
No, he heard it because it was in binary.
Okay, so he only heard the Lost Star and that the which call.
Oh no, the Lost Star. You all heard that because that
Oh, okay.
you wanted transmitted. So
Okay,
you
great.
heard Lost Star. You know that.
Okay, well, if you can talk to this Yuri,
Having technology and who heard what signal on what device
Right.
and its origin, guys, my brain is breaking. Technology is oof. It's rough in the game. I'm not gonna lie.
his when he says his acolyte, ask him, does any of the name either Jenny Lopez or Genesis mean anything to him? Is that who his acolyte was?
One moment, please. Does the name Ginny Lopez, or... I
Genesis.
forgot the... Genesis, mean anything to you? Uri.
My sweet Jenny waits for me.
Ah. His sweet Jenny waits for him.
Sweet Jenny. All right. So Jenny was how? How?
That jumpsuit was awful bloody.
Genesis, you knew. You fought with her.
Mm.
You drank with her. you weren't super close with her, but she was respectable and she did her job. She never really opened up to you, and she was very much tomboy badass. Think Vasquez from Aliens.
Sure. I mean, Jenny's the type where if she got it in her head that this is what she needed to do to help this person, I mean, she'd follow and see it through. So it doesn't surprise me too much to hear that. I'm still just trying to just process the fact that someone else went through this shit.
I have a question I could ask. I wonder if this was just a lure to get us to here, for him to find someone else to latch onto, because the last person may have died.
Sounds likely.
You don't think Jenny's actually... Didn't you say he wanted us to go get Jenny?
I don't know if Jenny is the acolyte or not.
Let me see here. Taking a look at this flight suit with the blood on it that had, and this was the one that was the most damaged. I'm going to make a not amazing medicine check to try and tell if the amount of blood and potentially wounds that are visible on the material of this flight suit would be enough to probably be fatal. And I'm probably gonna assume, like, that's a lot of blood.
Dead, man.
That's a
She's
lot.
dead.
Yeah.
Nobody lived through that.
That's a lot. That suit's in horrible.
Yeah, you think so?
No, this thing. We might need to blow your hand off, 09.
Technically, a custom rig can be used as...
Exterminator, you've seen some wounds. This person got really, really hurt. But from the stains alone, it looks like wounds were either sealed or the jumpsuit was removed before more blood could land on it.
I don't know. I think right there you could see this wound's been cauterized. And there, that one's... It's not enough blood. You'd live through this.
Look at all this blood. You're telling me like, all the blood around this wound somehow shows that it wasn't enough to kill her? Look!
Trust me, I've seen a lot of blood in my time.
Well, I did just watch the first episode of your season, so I guess that is true.
Are your medical records public record because you were in the armed services?
Oh, Exterminator that one time in the dentist's office after hours. Oof.
Woohoo!
That was a quintuple root canal.
Oh, God.
Yeah, probably.
Would
It was a
her
mess.
blood, would her medical records be available?
I guess.
Perhaps we could run a blood sample to see if it matches your friend. It would be a fairly simple DNA test, would it not?
Yeah, I'm all for that. Though
Technology,
Take that,
Chad.
Levi.
Technology, Levi.
maybe I'm all for trying to tackle that after we've figured out about the weird red hijacker on your hand there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Usually when I run into something like this, something that's, attached and trying to make access, it's not a good thing.
My only
09.
concern is that he's already approached Will and is talking with him. Will is trying to block him.
09.
Oh, hello!
Please back away from him.
Who?
You drifted next to something. I don't like it.
I look around.
For a brief moment when you're talking, you did get a little bit closer to Helios.
Oh, well, why would I back away from Helios? Technically, he is the one that brought me here.
Well, that's very nice, but I sense that he could be a problem. He could hurt me.
Oh,
I don't want to get hurt, 09.
I do not blame you. This bloody suit. Is this from your acolyte?
Yes, she worked very hard to try and get this message out.
So she was
She
looking
took
for
great
Helios.
risks. She was looking for anyone who would listen.
But she specifically used radio talk that would only target her former crew.
I told her to reach out to anyone she had hope might be able to help us.
Well, that is Helios. You should not be afraid of him.
Oh, I'm not afraid of him, but whether he means to or not, he could hurt me.
Oh. Helios, that is your friend's suit. She left it here in attempts to reach you.
I guess that all tracks. So she wanted me to have this thing? Or
Uri says
find it?
she was reaching out to anyone that she trusted.
Well, I mean, we weren't exactly close, but I guess no one else might understand what she was going through if it was... How would she know just anybody, I guess? Desperate. Oh, I feel sick. So,
Helios, maybe you can clue us in a little bit about what this is. You said it's happened to you, it's happened to other people.
I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly. After the battle, the Star's Fury, there was an ordnance misfire, and a solar flare got triggered. And it wiped out most of the fleet squadrons. I mean, some of the larger ships that had better radiation shielding made it, but the smaller craft... I mean, we were halfway through a second war. They didn't have told them it wasn't enough radiation shielding, but we didn't have the supplies for it. They just had to send us down there with whatever we had. Almost everybody got fried. I did too. Because I thought I did. I woke up, I don't know how long later, days, a week or two. The Kasatha, who they would go by the battlefields, some of the war zones, and pull out and do ritual rites for the dead. They found me, helped nurse me back to health, and kind of seemed to have some understanding of what I was going through. I don't know. Kasatha are weird. I mean, they were nice, but they kept talking about the galaxy's will and stuff. But
Oh, I know the types.
ever since then, well, it was not too long after that, I realized I could walk out in the void and I could do things I couldn't before. Feel things. I mean, you guys see me do a bit. I can summon light, stuff like that. I don't really know why, but I assume it's because of the battle. And I mean, Jenny would have been there too. She was flying with us. Levi, the rock that he would be describing, could that be... I'm trying to think of the station that it was in orbit around the sun. Was that based inside of like an asteroid or something like that, or was it like a fully constructed station? It would not have necessarily been a rock.
No, it would have been a station unto itself.
Okay, so I wouldn't have any idea what she would have been talking about, like a rock or this thing, a rock near the sun. Like, could be anything. Okay.
There's very few asteroids in the system outside of the belts.
Okay.
Asteroids are a problem, so they are dealt with when they are found, or they are mined for the resources. It's very rare to find an asteroid just on its own that hasn't been claimed or destroyed.
Right.
Could just be a reference to the planets.
Yeah.
Wolfram's up there.
I don't know, is there... Oh, nine, you think there's a danger if we tuck this thing on the Borgart that it could... I mean, if it attached itself to you, it'd take over the ship?
I am worried about it taking over me.
What do you want to do?
I do not know.
I mean, I don't feel great about it, but I could blow your
Give
hand
us a
up.
hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would allow that.
I'll allow it. All right. Hey, Exterminator, we still got that old chassis of you on board? Does it have a hand still? Maybe we could pilfer.
See, what did we do with that?
I don't remember what we did with your chassis.
It's still on board.
Okay. Yeah.
If you guys didn't expressly tell me you were getting rid of it, I assumed you kept it.
Do we
Well,
have
but that was cool for the Panic Corps.
Do we have somewhere where we could possibly store my hand with this orb? Maybe it may lead to something we could use, but I don't like it attached to me.
I don't like it attached to you either. I want to find out what happened to Genesis, but I don't want it with that thing on you or any of us. So yeah, maybe let's figure out a way to do it safely and contain it.
A box, perhaps?
Yeah, box sounds good. I mean, it was in a bag before. It's an upgrade.
You're an engineer. You could take that thing off safely, right? Your hand.
I could certainly take it off of it. I could probably just remove the thing from him if you really want me to.
He is very old.
So let's get him off you then. No need to have an old guy all up in your business. Nobody likes that.
Agreed.
Nobody likes an old guy up in their
Nope.
business.
Nope. Not
So,
in this movie.
We'll escort 09 back on board so we can get him into a room where we can do some engineering work with Dax.
All right. Give me an engineering check.
Is that what you want me to make to do this? Or
Yep.
Roll for hand removal.
I have a specialty in hands.
that's 23.
Nice.
Excellent. You remove the hand without damaging any of O9's other systems by accident. And the hand is now removed.
Okay, now, just to be certain that that's taking care of the problem, 09, can you still communicate with it?
I will check.
He is gone.
Are you sure?
I believe he is gone. I've been doing constant assessments and watching his behavior. I believe he is quite literally housed in that and reaching from it. I don't mean we should stop doing diagnostics. I suggest a full cycle of diagnostics.
How long do you think that would take you?
Standard power cycling. 2 hours at the most.
Would it be faster if I shut down?
Yes.
Gangrel,
I shall
thanks for the
return.
sub.
I cannot
Hey.
hear him currently, but I'm going to run a full system evaluation.
What's up,
Please,
Gangris?
feel free to travel down to the planet.
And as Will powers down, you guys see the hand go and position itself standing up inside the box.
Oh, did we secure that box? No hand. No crawly hand.
Yeah, maybe
That's
we
the
can hook
thing.
up some way of communicating with it.
No crawly robot hands. No.
And with that, you guys seal the box.
We
And
do.
as you guys slam the box shut and give each other some very wary looks, looking over at 09, we're going to wrap right there because I have to get Easter Bunny ears on and start doing a number of things as a dad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, alrighty then.
So we will
next
be
episode. We go to a second-hand store to get him a second-hand.
These titles are
beautiful.
writing themselves. I love it.
Yes.
So that's right. We got to call it secondhand store.